Welcome back. We've got Jasmine and Kyle from the SEK Humane Society in-house this morning. And this earlier we started talking about Bark in the Park, and I wanted to continue on with that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of events going on. We talked a little bit about a pack walk that's going to be happening around noon.
Yeah, and it's 11. I totally misspoke, so it is at 11.
The event starts at 11.
Yep.
The whole event starts at 11, correct? Yep. 11 to 3. So the pack walk is first thing.
Yep, so pack walk's first thing at 11. Then we have our first dog training demonstration at 11:30. That's on the pack structure and socialization. The next event is at 12:30, which is another dog training demonstration for kids. It is junior handlers that we were talking about earlier. And then our last event that's scheduled is the dog show at 2 o'clock. This is always one of our favorites. So we have 4 categories this year. We have Best Trick, we have Best Senior Citizen. So a lot of older dogs don't get a lot of recognition. So any of your old fur babies that are 7 years older, they're eligible for this contest. We have Best Dressed, and we have Best Rescue Story. Now all rescue stories are fantastic.
That's cool.
It's really just for us to want to hear your amazing stories. So if you've got a story to come out and share how you met your new best friend, we want to hear them. That just will bring a lot of warmth into our souls and what we do.
And that's at 1:30?
2 o'clock. So the dog show's at 2, and then every category has medals. So this is something special that we do where there's first through third, and then we also have Best in Show. If you get into any of the categories, you're automatically enrolled for Best in Show. And this year we have a trophy, which is really cool.
That's cool. Okay, so the whole event is free to attend, but there is an entry fee for the dog show itself?
Right. So Bark in the Park is a free event for the public. We don't charge registration. We have 20 plus vendors. We have a free kids zone with sack races, coloring pages, chalk. The K-State Dog Agility course is free. We have, the only thing that you pay for is there's really 2 events, which is the dog show, which is $3 per category or 2 for $5. And this year we have a brand new activity. We have a painted paw pad zone. Ooh. So we were able to get pet safe paint, and the company was able to provide us with these pads where you can actually just press your dog's pad, and it's not a whole lot of force. We tested this with our dogs, by the way, and they just dip their pad into that, and you will place it onto our paper that we have. So this year's theme, we are going with flowers. So we have had volunteers make beautiful backgrounds of flower stems. Aww. And all you'll do is place your dog's pad on that flower stem, and it's the flower. So that is just $5 per dog.
You get a flower portrait with your puppy's paw print.
Exactly.
So for $5.
And we also have blank ones. So we'll have coloring supplies and paint and markers for the kids. So if you want to make your own backgrounds, you can do that too. The only other thing that will be for sale, and this is honestly our big fundraiser of the event, is our swag bags. So our swag bags, each year they're different. They're always $25, and 100% goes to our organization to help with medications, vaccines, food, emergency surgeries, the whole 9 yards. But in that is a free entry to the Painted Paw Pad Zone. It's a free category entry into the dog show, and then we have a free custom frisbee. We have, we've got pet can lids. We have coupons from Science Diet. Our sponsors have put their own swag bag items into those bags. So, and 100% goes to us. You also get a bag which you can use for shopping throughout the event.
And you can buy those early too, correct?
Yes, they are actually for sale right now for a donation of $25 at our doggy bag resale shop at 514 North Broadway.
And I don't know if you just said that, but I was reading that you get an entry into the dog show.
Yes.
If you buy a swag bag.
Yep, an entry into the dog show and a free entry into the Painted Paw Pad Zone, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, of course, we will have those events sale separate at the event, so if for some reason you don't want the whole swag bag, you can absolutely do those separate. But those are the only paid items for the event. If you're wanting to do the other events, that's absolutely free. Come to the park, come have a great time, meet animal vendors, meet our sponsors that we have, meet Amelia and Wade with Good Boy Professional Dog Training, meet our own animals. We'll be on there at site. There is so much to do. This is a fundraiser for us, but really it's a fundraiser for our animals in our community, to not only see them up close in person, but to get those community points with them so they can meet vets in our area, so they can meet the pet stores in our area, so they can socialize with other dog owners and be like, hey, I've been looking for a pack walk partner. Are you around the area? You want to go on walks in the morning? Or party play dates.
And you guys are going to have dogs for adoption available. And I know we have some pictures ready to show, if we could have those real quick.
Betty, I love Betty. So we've had Betty, please. So this is a personal plea for me to anybody who's watching. We always pick our dogs at the beginning of the year, our longest tenants. We had 3 this year. We had Jack, Cooper and Betty. Jack and Cooper have been adopted this year. She is our last large goal for 2022 is to find her home. She is a 9-year-old black lab mix. She knows how to sit on command, shake on command. She's been to Root Coffee House. She's been to US2D 50 schools. She's fantastic with kids. She is a loving, sweet dog. Montana, sweet soul. He is looking for a home that needs a lot of energy though. He loves outside. So
and he's been on the show a couple times.
He has, and he only comes up to my knee. He's a small guy, does fantastic with other dogs. We have had trauma dogs come in and he has rehabilitated them. Fantastic soul that we would love to finally get out. He just needs a home though that is going to be able to give him the exercise he needs, because he is a dog that is very chill for his age, but he loves to be outside, especially Wilderness Park. We'll go on a 2-hour hike easily with him.
Nice. How many dogs will you guys have there for adoption?
Yeah, we'll have 3 to 4, but we also have an employee on standby. So if somebody gets adopted, we already have a backup list and we will go out to the shelter and bring them to the event.
Nice, that's the way to do it.
Bounce, oh my gosh, she's our lobby dog. So Bounce is a perfect dog. And all of our dogs are perfect, but when you think of an adopter's point of standpoint, she loves kids. She will let you pick her up like a baby doll, upside down, and fall asleep in your arms. She loves cats. She will lick and sleep with them. She loves cats. She is fantastic with dogs. She especially loves smaller dogs in particular. She is such a kind soul. The only thing is she's a pit mix. So unfortunately, like the city of Pittsburgh that has a BSL, which is a breed-specific legislation, they don't allow them. So we're looking for participants in
outside the city limits.
Right. So Frontenac allows pitty. She just had her birthday last weekend in Frontenac. We were set up at Corner Park, and kids got to come up and say happy birthday, and she had cupcakes for them. But Frontenac, Parsons, Fort Scott, Wichita, Kansas City, any areas that allow pit bulls, that is our area that we're pushing for Bounce. She's a fantastic dog. It's just she's limited, unfortunately, due to those BSLs.
And the rural areas too.
Yeah, if you're outside of city limits, and we do have those, yeah, if you're outside of city limits, you are allowed to have those pitty mixes. And again, a lot of incorrect information about this breed. They're not the strongest breed. They're actually in the top 5, but they're not the number 1. They're great with kids. They are great dogs. Unfortunately, we're blessed to be in a time and age where we're not basing things off of looks these days. And unfortunately, these dogs are having to go through that. And that is so not fair. We should not be judging a dog's behavior or that dog's background on just the way we look. We're better than that. And we need to make sure that we're passing that down to our kids and to those animals that are growing up into those households. Because like Bounce, who is fantastic with kids. She's had school events with her where they come out and visit with her. Like I was saying, you can get a staff member out there and she will fall asleep in your arms. This is not fair what that dog is going through. So please, if you live outside of city limits, please think about her. I cannot tell you how amazing she is, and it brings tears to my eyes when, even to the point where, they're kid killers or cat killers. That's so untrue, because if you come out and you see this dog, she is literally in our lobby right now with 5 kittens playing with them. We had an adult cat that went through a huge trauma situation come out of his shell yesterday and walk out of the carrier, and he rubbed against her and she gave her a lick on his head. Aww. It is such a beautiful moment. So please, if you're thinking of adopting right now, large dogs in particular, whether it's us, another animal shelter, please keep us in mind. And if it's not somebody that you see in an animal shelter, please don't forget about your local animal control facility. Animal control, like here in Pittsburgh, they do adopt out from their facility. So if you don't find somebody with us, it's absolutely okay. We'll help you find other locations where you can find your next kid, where you can find your next fur baby and your new best friend.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming in. Do not forget about Bark in the Park from 11 to 3 on Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun out at Pittsburgh's Schlanger Park.
Yep, Schlanger Park. We can't wait to see y'all.
All right, we'll be right back.